Welcome to Memorial Stadium and the sea of red in the heartland of Lincoln, Nebraska. An uncommon place and home to an uncommon program with a championship pedigree. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the UL Monroe Warhawks, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Warhawks will boot it away to start the game. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Nebraska's offense is on the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and anytime this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
Give to the running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. They'll give it to Johnson. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Here comes the option. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. They go to the ground. Nice move to keep running. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. Got room at the 35. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, why have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The big fullback's got it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Here's the handoff. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Splits the uprights. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So UL Monroe's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do it.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. This crowd full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. They're setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Warhawks line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll run the option. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. They'll go to the ground. Trucks through the defender. He's got 98 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Sticks it in his belly. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
The give to the fullback. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Give to the fullback. Pirouettes away from the defense. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much, the roughing the passer penalty. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. They'll run the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They finished the first two drives with field goals. They'd love to get a little something more this time, Jesse.
I want to just keep seeing bounds from them and a little better execution as they get closer to the goal line. They've got the playmakers at receiver, at running back, and they love their offensive line, David. Just got to put it all together.
And I think once you start to move the football down the field, that area of the field when you get in field goal range, you got to be a little bit more physical. So listen, still a good start. Still got the lead and an opportunity to build on it here.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. The give to the tailback. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. A low line drive and short kick. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Comes out throwing on first down. On target over the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. And the Warhawks will call on their punt team. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. On the option, he'll toss it. Open space at the 25. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out, because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Now on the option. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. A little screen to the running back. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. The Warhawks send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll try the run. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
On the option. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete to the right. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Hey, man, this fullback is a weapon. Nice job catching the football and then turning upfield to go pick up that first down.
The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. The option look. Now the pitch. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. So after the first down run, here's 2nd down. Run it with the fullback. Breaks the tackle. Oh, and what a move. What a juke. And he makes it past the marker. The Huskers with the 1st and 10. Fullback's got it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husker! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Army is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up off the canvas before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to North Carolina. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Got his man quickly. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They keep attacking through the air. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Complete to the right. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Wants to bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Second down coming up. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run the option. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very interesting first 2 quarters in Lincoln. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, back to the sea of red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll leave it with him. Discards a man. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. To the ground with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Right back to the well. Inside the 45. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Nebraska! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Pushes toward the goal line. He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a 2-point conversion after the long touchdown run. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
One of my coaches always used to say, don't turn a bad play into a catastrophe. Sometimes you just got to throw the football away. Sometimes you got to tuck the football down and run. QB standing back in the pocket, sitting there with the ball exposed, sometimes it leads to a fumble.
The offense starts with a short field. Power football with the run. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's got it again. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And the punishment has been extended.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Here he comes with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going here.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Brings up 2nd down.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Grab near the marker, it's Bailey. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. He's looking to throw it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Going up top on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Warhawks! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down.
Coming up with a play like that.
And stop it. How about back-to-back beats with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
On to attempt the try. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Bounced right back to them.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. The give on the inside. Runs for the tackle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Warhawks decide to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Give to the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll ride his man on the option. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Hey, midfield, he's got room. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
To the ground. He's got it again. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Picks up 6. Brings up 2nd down.
They go to the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back.
Ball carried by the running back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. The handoff to Johnson. He couldn't get close to the marker. Got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll throw it on first down. They've got the screen set up. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Brings up 2nd down.
Back to the air one more time. Snagged in the middle. It's Davis. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that pass picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 20. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Louisiana is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up by 25 over Texas State. We are the...
Ball in the air, intercepted! Touchdown, Huskers! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quick completion on the out.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down. Looking to throw for it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
The Warhawks will punt it away on fourth down. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. Turns it on at midfield. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. The give to the tailback. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Now facing a 3rd and long. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Got enough for the first. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense. They'll try the run. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
At the 28-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll run the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Coming to the line looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. On the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Bulls his way forward. Bulldoze ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. It is perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Scanning the field, it's Herring. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Curry. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
To the back. Tackle is made at the 46-yard line.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.